Hello, foundational class. Reverend Gregory here to give you a primer on spiritual mind treatment to supplement the material and what we've done in class. So I'm going to do this. We covered it in class, but I'm going to do it again right here for you. So spiritual mind treatment. That is our form of affirmative prayer. It is one of the great gifts that Ernest Holmes gave to us as a tool, very unique, even in the New Thought movement, that we have this scientific form of prayer, a formula, if you will, 5 steps to very methodically and scientifically approach prayer so that it's not some airy-fairy thing. And so the 5 steps are in your workbook. First step is recognition. We are recognizing that there's only one life, one power, one presence. It is God. One, just one, all one. You could start that step very simply if you wanted to. Just to keep it simple in your mind, you could say, God is. Or you could say, God is all there is. Or you could say, God is the infinite reality. God is the one infinite reality. So essentially, you're just recognizing that there's a power, that there's one power. Second step, unification. In unification, you're recognizing that you are one with that power. So we're building the case for us to be able to speak our word in the next step. So in this step, we're saying, I am one with God. First step, God is all there is, however we want to say that. Second step, I am one with God. Now we're recognizing that not only is there a power and a presence that is infinite, but I am one with that. That is the very life that is living through me. That is the very power that is moving through me. That is the very intelligence that is moving through me, all in infinite measure. So in truth and reality, I have access to, because I am a divine expression of that one power. So first step, God is. Second step, I am. God is all there is, one power, one presence. I am one with that. Those 2 steps lay the foundation for us now in the third step to be able to speak our word powerfully. And in the third step is called realization, or it's also sometimes called declaration. Doesn't matter what it's called, but the third step is very similar to an affirmation. It is where you are going to declare, claim, accept that which you are welcoming into your life right now. Very important thing is always declare it in the present tense. Never say, I will have this, because then you're declaring that you will have it. And so in this moment, you will have it. And the next moment, you will have it. But that future moment never arrives, so you never actually have it. It's just something you're putting out into the future. So if we want to have it, the only moment there really is now. So in that third step, you want to declare, I right now have abundance in my financial affairs. I right now have the most loving relationship I could ever imagine. I right now have perfect health. We want to declare it in the present moment, even if the appearance is otherwise, because what we're doing is we're speaking a higher truth that transcends the appearance. And therefore, we are calling forth that higher truth into our actual experience. So third step, I declare, I claim, I accept, kind of like an affirmation. You have an I statement in there, and you have something in the present tense that you are accepting, claiming, or declaring. Notice we didn't say, please God, give me this, because this is spiritual mind treatment is not a begging or beseeching prayer, because it is based on the truth that it's all already given. The universe already has said yes. And really, it's just a waiting on us to accept, claim, declare, open to something greater. So it's all given, and now it's up to us, and that's how this prayer becomes scientific, because really it's determined by, as we say, it is done unto you as you believe. So spiritual mind treatment is shifting our belief. It is shifting our consciousness. And once we shift on the inner, then we must experience a shift on the outer. It's just the way the spiritual universe works. It's the way life works. So within, so without. So if we can change what's within, then automatically what's coming and what we're experiencing on the outer will change. So conditions will begin to conform to our new idea that we're claiming, accepting, declaring. And the way that our current conditions got there is in the same process, but oftentimes unconsciously, as opposed to where we're approaching this very consciously, very intentionally, very scientifically. Many of the things we manifest and experience in our lives that we think is just, well, it just happened, things are happening, really are based on hidden beliefs, subconscious beliefs, subconsciously things we're choosing, not even realizing we're choosing, and therefore manifesting them in our lives. A great example from my own life, years ago in college, got really hurt in a love relationship, declared I shall never be hurt again, I shall never allow this to happen again. 10 years went by, was not in any close relationships, began to examine it. Why am I never in a close relationship? That declaration from very unconscious, not aware that I was choosing not to be in relationship anymore. I was just choosing not to be hurt anymore. But that, by definition, put me into the space of, okay, I will not manifest any more close relationships. So much of what we've manifested has been manifested unconsciously, and spiritual mind treatment gives us the opportunity to manifest things intentionally and consciously. Isn't that much better? I think so. So we've got 3 steps so far. First step, God is. Second step, I am. Third step, I declare, claim, accept such and such and such and such. Greater abundance, expanded health, more love flowing through me, more peace flowing through me, whatever it is that you claim, declare, accept. All right, 4th step, very simple, gratitude. It's called Thanksgiving, right? 4th step is Thanksgiving. And we're just giving thanks for, first of all, our awareness of this truth. Second of all, for the fact that it is now manifesting in our lives. We don't give thanks that it will manifest, because then we're out into the future again. We come into that state of gratitude as if we already have it, because that is what will bring it in. If we never enter into the state of having it, then it will always be out there somewhere. So we have to enter into the vibration of actually having the thing that we want, the experience that we want. So one of the ways we move into the vibration of having the thing that we want is gratitude, right? Because when you receive something, you say, oh, thank you. So instead, we're going to say thank you, knowing that that is the very power that allows us to receive it, because we're stepping into the consciousness of having that thing. So we just say thank you. That's the simplest aspect of that step. I give thanks. And then whatever else you add, I give thanks that this word is now made manifest. I give thanks for this awareness. I give thanks for this truth. But most of all, just make sure that you're in a state of gratitude, and you're in a state of gratitude in the now, that this is a done deal, right? All right, so we've got 4 steps. God is, I am, I declare, I accept, thank you, I give thanks. One more step, 5th step, release. We release this word, knowing that there is a law, that there is a creative medium that is constantly receiving our word. This is when we were talking a moment ago about all the things we've manifested unconsciously or subconsciously, right? This law, this principle, this creative medium is always receiving our word. So you could say that every word is a prayer, except that many of them are not very intentional or very conscious. And so we're constantly creating things all the time. And it's just a question of whether our thoughts, beliefs, and our word, that we're using our word in such a way to produce things that are desirable to us, or to produce things that are not so desirable. But that law, that creative medium, is always at work. So in this affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, scientific prayer, we're learning to harness this principle, this law, this creative medium for our conscious intention. So 5th step, we release it to that law, knowing that that law is going to take it and begin to bring it forth. So we release it, we release attachment to the how, right? Because that's sometimes where we get blocked. We start thinking, we start defeating ourselves because we declare something, and then internally we start saying, but I don't know how that's going to happen. How is that going to happen? And we start to block it. So we let go of the how. But we could say either treat and move your feet, which means we recognize that I am a part of it, that spirit manifests for me by manifesting through me. It happens for me by happening through me, so I do have a part in it. Or instead of saying treat and move your feet, we could use what I like, which is treat and allow your feet to be moved, which is a more surrendered place, which basically says, I've done my spiritual mind treatment, I've done my affirmative prayer, and now I'm surrendering to allow myself to be used in the highest way in service to that manifestation of what it is I want, the demonstration of what it is that I want, the bringing forth into reality of what it is that I want. So there's your 5 steps. First step, God is. Second step, I am. And we're saying I am one with God. I am a divine expression of that one. Third step, I declare, I accept, I claim, and then whatever it is that you are declaring, claiming, and accepting. Fourth step, thanksgiving. I give thanks. Fifth step, release. I release this word. You can just say I release if you want to. I release, I let go. Or you can say I release this word unto that creative medium, knowing that it is now done. I let it be. And then we say, and so it is. And we let it be and we go away. We don't think about it, because we've spoken our word. So we're trusting, and then as things come up in us that says, oh, here's an idea that just came into my mind about how to help this thing come into manifestation, and we take that action. Whatever action we're guided to take, we take that action. We move out of any resistance and we watch out for any resistance. We've spoken our word for this, but then an idea comes up that will help us bring it forth and we go, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm scared of that. So we watch for that and we let go of resistance and we make sure that we are stepping into, in a very intentional way, that which we have declared. So if we're declaring and claiming and accepting a new relationship, for example, and then someone comes along that we're attracted to and they seem to be attracted to us, we don't sabotage it, right? We say, okay, here it is, and we start to move with it, right? So we start to be aware. So that's all I'm going to say for now. I've said a lot, and I hopefully simplified very much what this tool called spiritual mind treatment is. Thank you for listening. Hope it's been helpful. Peace and blessings.